नमस्कार सर।
नमस्कार।
नमस्कार।
कैसे हैं आप?
अरे बिल्कुल कृपा है, सब सकुशल मंगल सपरिवार।
बहुत दिन बाद मुलाकात हो रही है आपसे।
ना वो भी इस माध्यम से, मतलब साक्षात्कार होना चाहिए।
साक्षात्कार चाहिए, वही तो मैं पूछ रहा था। मैंने सोचा ये बुलाएंगे साक्षात्कार के लिए।
आज थोड़ा सा व्यस्तता थी।
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात। धुलिया जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार, कैसे?
बस ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है जी जी। थोड़ा आप कमजोर हो गए क्या पंत साहब?
वो विधिवत है, मेरा वजन ज्यादा बढ़ गया था और शुगर का कुछ कष्ट था। तो वो डॉक्टरों की सलाह ये थी कि 10-12 किलो कम से कम करिए। तो 10-12 किलो तो नहीं हो पाया है, थोड़ा बहुत कम किया गया है।
चलो शुरू करो। संस्था को जल्दी आना है ना।
अच्छा।
A lovely morning to all of you. Honorable Vice Chancellor Diploma, our distinguished guests for the day, Padma Shri Professor Pushpesh Pant and Professor Subhash Dhulia, Directors of Schools, Divisions and Centers of IGNOU, Regional Directors from across India, our fellow colleagues at the headquarters and regional centers, IGNOU learners, prospective learners, and netizens who have joined us in this morning. IGNOU welcomes you all to the launch program of PG Diploma in Electronic Media.
धन्यवाद। अब मैं डॉक्टर अरुण सेल्वन से अनुरोध करूंगा और डॉक्टर अनिल कुमार जो इस प्रोग्राम को पॉइंट करें। दोनों लोग माननीय कुलपति जी हमारे दोनों आदरणीय मुख्य अतिथि का पौधा देकर स्वागत करेंगे। आप दोनों लोग सहयोग कीजिए। माननीय कुलपति जी प्रोफेसर पुष्पेश पंत जी का पौधा देकर स्वागत करेंगे। तो हमारे मुख्य अतिथि पद्म श्री प्रोफेसर पुष्पेश पंत जी और हमारे दूसरे मुख्य अतिथि उत्तराखंड ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी के पूर्व कुलपति माननीय प्रोफेसर सुभाष धुलिया जी का स्वागत। माननीय कुलपति जी, मैं स्कूल के डायरेक्टर प्रोफेसर अरुण सेल्वन से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि हमारे आदरणीय कुलपति का स्वागत करें। डायरेक्टर स्कूल ऑफ School of Journalism and Media Studies, Professor Arun Selvan, request welcome address.
Good morning to all, respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, distinguished experts, directors and head of the division, colleagues, students and friends. It is indeed a privilege to welcome our esteemed guest, Professor Pushpesh Pant and Professor Subhash Dhulia. As both of them are closely associated with the school for many years, we welcome you to this program, sir. SOGNMS is the complete transformation to offer a wide range of programs related to media training. We would like to position the school to focus on the emerging fields and skill-oriented programs that brings employment opportunity to the students. More importantly, we would like to focus on two streams of teaching and learning process. One is offering programs in technology and facilitating teaching learning process in Indian language. Currently, 3 of our programs are offered through online mode as well as in a distance mode. Our flagship program, MA Journalism, is offered in 3 languages, English, Hindi, and English. In Indian context, television industry is the biggest medium in terms of its advertising budget and the reach for entertainment and news programs. Regional language-based channels are the dominant players in India. To facilitate the career opportunity for the school, for the students, school is launching this new program, postgraduate diploma in electronics. This will be the useful for students to pursue their careers in the emerging audio video industry fields. My colleague, Dr. Amit Kumar, will give you the details about the program in a later part of the program. We are thankful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor sir for his continued support and guidance. His inspirational leadership is the motivating factor behind the school growth in the last 3 years. We welcome our Vice Chancellor sir to this launch program. Once again, I welcome each and every one of to this launch program. Thank you.
अब मैं इस स्कूल के पत्रकारिता विद्यापीठ के पूर्व निदेशक प्रोफेसर एपी देवल जी से अनुरोध करूंगा कि स्कूल के बारे में, स्कूल के प्रगति के बारे में और स्कूल में जो भी गतिविधियां संचालित हो रही हैं संक्षिप्त में उसके बारे में हम सब के बीच में साझा करें।
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao, our distinguished and erudite speakers, Professor Pushpesh Pant, Professor Subhash Dhulia, and Dr. Romana Isar Khan, my colleagues and faculty members from IGNOU, ladies and gentlemen. Electronic media, being a discipline of journalism and mass communication, has always been a keen area of interest for the school, and more so because we are from a university which has always relied on the new media and broadcast technologies for the delivery of educational content. In the light, when the school was established in 2007, we created a modest media lab in the school for skill enhancement and practical training of our students. We have close linkages with EMPC, which is a state-of-the-art National Media Resource Center of the university for educational media. Right from the beginning, the school had 3 programs with audio component: PG Diploma in Audio Program Production, PG Diploma in Radio Prasaran, and Certificate in Community Radio. Earlier, we used to conduct our practical trainings with the help of All India Radio through a memorandum of understanding. After 2012, we switched to Gyanvani and EMPC for this practical component. Training used to be imparted through select Gyanvani centers spread across the country. Our relationship with EMPC has been like a medical college and hospital. Our students could get hands-on training and they could practice what they have learned through self-instructional materials. After 2020, we shifted to virtual and online platforms with the guidance and motivation of Honorable Vice Chancellor. Now we are conducting most of our practicals online. With this change, now we could offer our programs not only in India, but in many of the countries spread across the globe. And recently we have conducted Viva Voce for 2 students from Guyana, where our PGGMC program is being offered. In this endeavor, we also get constant support from Center for Online Education, for which we are grateful. Sir, the school has been changing its approach about skill enhancement and with the changing times. We are in tune with the university mandate and aware of our changing role in the light of National Education Policy 2020. I am sure this course will add another feather in our cap. Heartfelt welcome and greetings to one and all. Thank you.
These days, news, entertainment, and advertisements are distributed and consumed electronically. Electronic media and technology makes it easier for people to connect with each other. It offers professional career opportunities like field reporting, editing, being a writer, correspondent, an in-studio anchor, researcher, presenter, and news analyst. Many professionals also work in the field of direction, camera, production, graphics. This is not the only reason why an academic program such as this is needed in the society. The advent of media technology has allowed people to produce as much as they consume. These prosumers have created new content, are demanding for new and better content, and media technology has given them a platform for self-expression to the population whose presence was never felt. It is the agility with which the electronic media has changed from being mere radio or television, not only in India, but across the world. And we have all started experiencing its presence closely in our daily lives and in all sectors like health, education, business, and socio-cultural relationships. Another major development that has the education sector's attention today is the NEP 2020, which calls for skill-based education right from school level to higher education. There is also a dream that the government of India and educational institutions like IGNOU have created, and that is to create a maximum impact in minimum time across the country, which IGNOU is capable of. And they are working on this dream of creating young entrepreneurs. Our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has articulated multiple times that our youth needs to be job providers. This program, PG Diploma in Electronic Media, is a vital step in the direction. There are big changes in skill expectations of the employers today, a rapidly evolving work culture, and this program will help in bridging that gap. Moreover, in line with the vision of IGNOU of providing inclusive and equitable quality education and promoting lifelong learning opportunities for all, which is also the mandate and agenda for Sustainable Development 2030, IGNOU will try its best to deliver on the responsibility that it has been entrusted with. With this context and background, I now invite Dr. Amit Kumar, Program Coordinator, to present the program.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, our respected guests, Padma Shri Professor Pushpesh Pant, sir, and Professor Subhash Bhulia, sir, and all the the directors and senior faculty members and officials of the university and our prospective learners who are watching this live inaugural or launch function through the different social media platforms. I welcome you all to this launch function of PG Diploma in Electronic Media. I will present the information or some structure of this program in very brief. As Dr. Shikha just told that electronic content which can be used through television, radio, or online platforms, nowadays, it is getting continuous importance in our society. This program is focused to skill or to enable our learners so that they can produce audio programs and audio-visual programs. These audio programs can be utilized for the broadcasting through radio or for the online platforms also. In the same way, the audio-visual programs can be utilized by the traditional television broadcast and as well as the online platforms also. So this program is a one-year program, PG Diploma in Electronic Media, with the maximum duration of 3 years as per. It is total 32 credit course, which has one practical course and one project course also. Total 8 courses spread across the 2 semesters. We are covering Introduction to Journalism and Mass Communication, then Media and Society, then Broadcast and Digital Journalism, then Audio Production, then Digital in second semester, the 4 courses, Digital Photography and Videography, then Audio-Visual Production, then 1 practical and then 1 project. As of now, this program is offered in English medium only. but we are going to very soon, we will launch it in Hindi also. But students can, write their examinations, they can submit their assignments or attempt their practical activities and project in Hindi also. So this was the brief introduction about the program. The eligibility is graduation in any discipline. Any graduate, maybe BSc, BCom or BA, whatever, they can join this program. And the focus is to skill or to enable our learners into audio program production and audio visual program production, both in news and journalism. Thank you.
इस कार्यक्रम के संयोजक। अब मैं आज के हमारे अतिथि और हमारे अपने स्कूल पत्रकारिता विद्यापीठ प्रोफेसर, पूर्व निदेशक और उत्तराखंड मुक्त विश्वविद्यालय के पूर्व कुलपति आदरणीय प्रोफेसर सुभाष बिरला जी को आमंत्रित करूंगा कि आज इस अवसर पर हमारे छात्रों को संबोधित करें और इस कार्यक्रम के वर्तमान और भविष्य पर भी प्रकाश डालें। आदरणीय प्रोफेसर सुभाष जी बिरला।
Thank you, Ramesh ji. It's really an honor to be here with you on this occasion. And it's my immense pleasure that under able and dynamic guidance of Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Nageshwar Rao, School of Journalism and Media Studies. In recent times, I think they have done a wonderful job. New programs have been launched, and some of the programs were updated. And whatever that means, the school, the responsibilities that school has taken up, it's really genuinely addressing the demands and the needs of a new media landscape. Traditionally, it used to be journalism and mass communication, and the students who used to enroll for these courses, their dream used to be confined to become a journalist rather in television or print medium. But now in today's new media landscape offers diverse kind of job. And I think skills are required in diverse field, whether it's digital marketing, it's working for various corporations in developing content. So one is the content development, I think, which is important. And second component is the delivery of the content. Now content is required in everywhere now. Content development is not just confined to news and media industry. And this course, I think, will be immensely important because the way the audio electronic media is emerging, and the podcast, for example, that means audio is now bouncing back. At one point of time, it was perceived that radio is disappearing, but it's not so. Podcast has become now a very dominant component of the digital media. So the kind of the schools that the way this course is designed, I think this course addresses the needs and demands of the news and media industry, and at the same time news portals, digital platforms, because all these areas are covered. And then one thing that traditional journalism education was not so focused was on videography. This course has this program is a course in digital photography and digital audiography. Somewhere, I think, when we think of imparting training in this field, we have taken into consideration the entertainment sector also. Entertainment is not something which is only confined to fictional fiction film. Like OTT platform, they need great amount of content. And this digital videographic component of this program, I think, will be very, very important for grabbing these new job opportunities. Then I would say that we have been in journalism. I was part of this school for a very, very long time. On basis of my experience, I think we have always been very good in drafting the documents. And this program is very well designed, well developed. But now the issue is the delivery of the programs. It has always been a challenge that how to deliver the programs. So I would only suggest to my to the faculty and my colleagues, of course, I've worked with them for a long time. They have great amount of competence and they can adapt. So, huge amount of information available in the public. The challenge is this is the age of data. Am I audible?
Yes, I think you can disable your videos and the quality will improve, the audio quality.
So there's an issue on your network side. तो आप video बंद कर दीजिए. We'll be able to hear you better.
तो सर हम लोग हमको स्पेस कम सर कहीं जाना है पहली बात
Can you hear me now, Ramesh?
Yes, sir.
There's some network problem. I don't know whether it might. Well, I was discussing that when you deliver the program, it's important, it's a challenge for the faculty to have equal focus on developing writing skills. Language is very, very important. And then with the intellectual skills, the strong knowledge base is important for the content development. And of course, the technology importance of technical skills are important. But we have to be a little bit more to a balance between the technologies to collect relevant data from this huge amount of volume of convert that data into something which is meaningful, present in an attractive way. So these skills are important, but in this age, I think the most important are the creative skills. To inculcate creative thinking, to question, to be curious, to have a hunger for the knowledge. These skills are very, very important. One is different in the crowd if one has the creative skills. One can think out of box and create the ideas. Now, there are so many things which are available to everyone. Web is a wonderful thing. We have all kind of knowledge and information and even the videos. Creativity is something I think among the students and In every area, in fact, artificial intelligence and algorithms, they are changing the job profile. So is going to happen to here also. One software is being developed, which can convert the text into a multimedia package. So that's where the AI is playing very, very important and changing job profile in every field. And these creative skills are something actually which should be focused on, and just encourage the learners to develop great critical writing, to read a lot, because ultimately the knowledge is the base of all content development. And reading habits of the learners and the students are drastically good now. So the language and the knowledge base. I will conclude here. Thank you very much for inviting on this occasion, and my best wishes to the faculty of the School of Journalism and Media Studies. The kind of work that they are doing, please keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your views and wisdom. We will keep these things in mind while we run this program in IGNOU. We also have with us this morning Padma Shri Professor Pushpesh Pant. Professor Pant is a noted Indian academic, food critic, and historian. Former professor of international relations at the Jawaharlal Nehru University, he is currently Professor Emeritus at the North Cap University, Gurugram. He has degrees in history, law, and international relations. He has over 42 years of teaching experience and has published over 50 books on food, travel, and tourism. Sir, we would request you to please share your kind words.
आदरणीय कुलपति महोदय, मैं आपका बहुत आभारी हूँ प्रोफेसर नागेश्वर राव कि आप मुझे आमंत्रित किया इस शुभ अवसर पर। और चूंकि ये कार्यक्रम शुरू किया जा रहा है हिंदी भाषा में, तो मैं क्षमा याचना के साथ अपने सारे मातृभाषा के प्रेमियों और श्रोताओं से अंग्रेजी में कुछ कहने की धृष्टता करूंगा, ताकि ये बात शायद अधिक से अधिक लोगों तक पहुंच सके। मुझे लगता है कि सुभाष भाई ने बहुत विस्तार से कुछ बहुत गंभीर बातों की ओर हमारा ध्यान दिलाया है, जिनको निश्चित रूप से ध्यान में रखना परम आवश्यक है। मेरी समस्या थोड़ी अलग है। मैं बहुत संक्षेप में ये कहना चाहूंगा कि जो सर्टिफिकेट पीजी कोर्स होता है वो डिप्लोमा से भिन्न होता है और डिग्री उससे अलग होती है। तो कुछ अपेक्षाएं जो ज्ञान के बारे में, ज्ञान की एपिस्टेमोलॉजी के बारे में, दर्शन के बारे में, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के बारे में है, वो शायद सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स के बाद जिनके मन में ये कुतूहल जागृत होगा, वो आपके यहाँ से डिप्लोमा करेंगे, आपके यहाँ से डिग्री करेंगे और वो कार्यक्रम में भाग ले सकेंगे। शुरू में देवल साहब ने बड़ी अच्छी उपमा दी थी कि द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द स्कूल ऑफ जर्नलिज्म एंड द EMPC is basically like a hospital and a medical college. Now, the problem is that a medical college doesn't function only with doctors or super specialists. It also requires paramedical workers, from nursing to X-ray technicians to path lab workers to physiotherapists, and I could keep on adding a list. Now, I think what would be nice is that this skill development course, Dr. Shikha, I think, was hit the nail right on the head when she said that this has a very great relevance in what the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, has said about skill development at all levels, and has also said about new economic policy. So, to my mind, I am most excited about this course, that it is going to equip people with bankable, marketable, employable skills, not necessarily in the field of journalism, but in diverse fields, in education, in law, and they will be using their skills of media production, content creation, delivery, and then, small things which we experience right now. When Professor Dhuria was speaking, there was a network problem. So, although the 5G is going to be launched very soon, it doesn't mean that the last mile connectivity would be perfect everywhere, and you might have these glitches. But the problem I have about a course like this, and the challenge, I think the IGNOU is brilliantly placed. It's always been a pioneer in delivering distance learning through whatever is the latest technology, from Gyanvani to Gyan Darshan to whatever. I think people forget this very easily. I do think that the challenge is going to be that an average student who's even a school dropout, forget about a graduate, has a halfway lower middle or a middle price smartphone in his hand. And he thinks that he has mastered technology. He has access to information on the net across the board, including journalism, media production, special effects creation, so voice to text translation, the other way around, and so on. The need is that when the course goes to him, it doesn't either talk down to the candidate and makes him realize, without offending his ego and sensibilities, that he's going to learn skills in this which are not available in garbage in, garbage out syndrome of the Google Baba or Wikipedia University. There are courses in the MOOC system. There are courses in the open education system, in the Saksham system, in the Swayam, where excellent material is available. I'm very, very confident that the IGNOU, which has been a pioneer in this field, would be in a position to pack so much value in this program that people would find it more than value for money, and it would be something like a lifelong learning program for them. I am very, very confident, and I'm very thrilled about this. I thank you again for inviting me, and I quite look forward to. I'm sitting with a young man who was a school dropout, who did his BA from IGNOU, did his Masters in Rural Development in IGNOU, then launched a small hotel management skill development course for school dropouts in Hills. And I remember very gratefully, Professor Nageshwar Rao, when he was the Vice Chancellor at the Uttarakhand Open University, had supported it so generously, and COVID interfered with it. This is an opportunity where you can show, you can run a program of a career-oriented program in kitchen crafts or lab technicians on the digital medium. So the people who take this course would not necessarily be, as Professor Dhulia very rightly pointed out, confined to journalism as we traditionally understand it. And they would be communicators. And I myself have relied so much on webinars, have faced these problems of technological glitches throughout the 2.5 years. This morning, Professor Faizan Mustafa, the Vice Chancellor of Nalsar University, has debuted office, and he used to run this brilliant legal education series on net as a person. So I think from law to kitchen crafts to IS preparations, we have been doing this on digital media, and I think you are doing a great national service. I hope very soon this is available not only in Hindi, but other Indian languages. And I was very, very reassured that you give freedom of the students to appear in examinations in their chosen medium. I congratulate you, and I look forward to, hopefully, I will persuade somebody to join this course and ride piggyback on his course and improve my learning, as it is a lifelong learning process. Thank you very much. एक बार फिर मैं आभार प्रकट करना चाहूंगा कुलपति महोदय और साथियों का जो यहाँ हैं आमंत्रित। धन्यवाद।
अब हम लोगों को जिस पल का बहुत बेसब्री से इंतजार है, उस पल की तरफ हम लोग आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। अब इग्नू के यशस्वी कुलपति, लोकप्रिय कुलपति माननीय प्रोफेसर नागेश्वर जी राव के चुंबकीय नेतृत्व और करिश्माई नेतृत्व का प्रतिफल है कि कोविड जैसे संकट में भी इग्नू ने आपके मार्गदर्शन, आपके प्रेरणा और आपके द्वारा किया गया ऊर्जा के संचार से पूरे विश्वविद्यालय में 62 प्रोग्राम, 62 प्रोग्राम ओडीएल ओपन डिस्टेंस लर्निंग मोड में लॉन्च किया है, जिसमें डिग्री, डिप्लोमा और मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम है। और इसी झंझावतों से जूझते हुए पूरे विश्वविद्यालय ने ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पे, जिसे हम लोग ऑनलाइन मोड बोल रहे हैं आज के डेट में, इसमें 40 नए प्रोग्राम, सर्टिफिकेट, डिप्लोमा, डिग्री प्रोग्राम ऑनलाइन मॉडल में लॉन्च हुए। अगर दोनों को हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं तो दोनों की संख्या 100 होती है। और 100 प्रोग्राम को लॉन्च करना किसी भी विश्वविद्यालय में कोविड जैसे पीरियड में, जब पूरे दुनिया में, न केवल भारत में, पूरे दुनिया में ठहराव सा था, पूरे विश्वविद्यालयों में कामकाज बाधित थे, शिक्षण पद्धति बाधित थी, सब कुछ के बावजूद इग्नू जैसे विश्वविद्यालय ने माननीय कुलपति जी के लीडरशिप में, नेतृत्व में हम लोग इस प्रगति तक पहुंचे हैं। और आपके मार्गदर्शन और प्रेरणा का ही प्रतिफल है कि हमारे अपने पत्रकारिता विद्यापीठ ने 2020 में मास्टर प्रोग्राम MA-GMC लॉन्च किया। उसके बाद ये प्रोग्राम जनवरी 2022 में ऑनलाइन में लॉन्च हुआ और 2 प्रोग्राम PG डिप्लोमा इन डेवलपमेंट कम्युनिकेशन, PG डिप्लोमा इन डिजिटल मीडिया हम लोगों ने ODL में लॉन्च किया। और उसके बाद ये प्रोग्राम ऑनलाइन मॉडल पे भी लॉन्च हुए और आज हम लोग PG डिप्लोमा इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया लॉन्च करने जा रहे हैं। और मैं बहुत समय का आज दबाव है, मैं माननीय कुलपति जी से अनुरोध करूंगा कि आज PG डिप्लोमा इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया को औपचारिक तौर पर लॉन्च करने का कष्ट करें। माननीय कुलपति जी। माननीय कुलपति से अनुरोध करूंगा कि इस अवसर पर हम सभी लोगों को संबोधित करने का कष्ट। माननीय कुलपति।
आदरणीय पुष्पेश जी, आदरणीय धूलिया जी और आप सभी, सबसे पहले मैं आदरणीय पुष्पेश पंत जी और धूलिया जी का हृदय से स्वागत और अभिनंदन करता हूं। आपने अपने व्यस्त समय से हम लोग के लिए समय निकाला और इस कार्यक्रम के लिए अपना आशीर्वचन दिया। ये जो कार्यक्रम है ये समसामयिक है। आजकल डिजिटल की बात बार बार हो रही है और ऐसे समय में विभाग ने जो कार्य किया है वो सराहनीय है और उनका हमेशा से मार्गदर्शन करने वाले आदरणीय धूलिया जी यहाँ उपस्थित हैं और आदरणीय पुष्पेश पंत जी का स्नेह मुझे भी प्राप्त हुआ है और उनसे बात करने में भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है। उनको जब टीवी पे देखता हूँ तो जिस तरह से वो तर्क और अपनी बात को रखते हैं डिजिटल मीडिया में, वो निश्चित रूप से हमारे छात्रों के लिए बहुत उपयोगी होगा। आप दोनों ने जो हम लोगों को बताया है, हमारे साथियों ने उन बातों को अंगीकृत करने के लिए आश्वासन भी दिया है और यह जो कार्यक्रम है निश्चित रूप से लोकप्रिय भी होगा। यह विभाग लगातार उत्तरोत्तर प्रगति कर रहा है। धूलिया जी थे, फिर शंभुनाथ जी थे, देवल जी थे, किरण जी भी थी और अभी अरुण सर्वम जी, सब मिलकर के इस विभाग को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। और अभी जो जर्नलिज्म का पाठ्यक्रम है इसको हिंदी और तमिल 2 भाषाओं में ट्रांसलेट करके इसी जुलाई से उन्होंने लॉन्च किया। PG प्रोग्राम को तमिल भाषा में लॉन्च करना, अभी मैं परसों ही चेन्नई में था, वहां इस कार्यक्रम की बड़ी तारीफ हो रही थी। तो जर्नलिज्म एक ऐसा विषय है जिसके पूरे देश को आवश्यकता है और इग्नू जब चला रहा है तो लोग देख रहे हैं। उस विभाग से विभाग की बड़ी सक्रिय भूमिका है। हम तो, मुझे मालूम है आदरणीय पंत जी बहुत व्यस्त है और आज उन्होंने कह भी रखा है कि आज नहीं किसी और दिन, क्योंकि उनसे हमें बात करने में ज़्यादा आनंद आता है। तो मैं तो इस अवसर पर बस विभाग को बधाइयाँ देना चाहूँगा कि अच्छा कर रहे हैं और अच्छा करें, खूब आगे बढ़ें। और शायद आने वाले समय में ये खुद ही ये प्रस्ताव करेंगे कि अब वो पीजी डिप्लोमा के बजाय अब इसको पीजी प्रोग्राम के रूप में आगे लाएंगे, क्योंकि शायद अब जो प्रिंट मीडिया के साथ साथ जर्नलिज्म का जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया है वो ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण होता जा रहा है। किस प्रकार से त्वरित गति से हम लोगों को उसके बेसिक्स को लोगों को बताना जरूरी है, और ज़्यादा संख्या में लोग आजकल इस डिप्लोमा, इस कार्यक्रम में जुड़ गए हैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया से, क्योंकि बहुत से ऐसे पुराने लोग जो पहले प्रिंट मीडिया से जुड़े थे अब इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया में आ गए हैं। तो उनके लिए शायद यह प्रासंगिक भी होगा, चाहे वो वर्किंग हो चाहे वो फ्रेश हो, दोनों के लिए। तो इस अवसर पर बधाई, और आदरणीय पंत जी और धूलिया जी के प्रति विश्वविद्यालय परिवार की ओर से हमारा आभार। धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, sir. I now request Ms. Dr. Padmini Jain to please convey the vote of thanks. I think it's a very good opportunity today to be thanking some people who we really want to thank. This is the learners of IGNOU. They keep us on our toes by the tens of hundreds of mails and phone calls that we get every day and every week. And they keep on demanding, ye electronic media kab launch hoga, advertising kab launch hoga, we want these programs, we want to study. So I think to begin with, at the foremost, I will thank the learners of IGNOU who keep demanding, who keep inspiring, encouraging, and asking us to come up with new and innovative programs. And my colleague, Dr. Amit Kumar, thanks to him that he's listened to those people and he's brought up something which is very topical today, like Pushpesh sir said. उन्होंने एक बहुत अच्छा एग्जाम्पल कोट किया एक कैंडिडेट का, एक लर्नर का, जिसने इग्नू से सीखा और उस सीख को आगे भी लेकर के गया। और हमारे वाइस चांसलर सर ने उस कैंडिडेट की ही हेल्प नहीं की, वो हमारी भी बहुत हेल्प करते हैं, हमें भी एनकरेज करते हैं, कभी डांटते हैं, कभी सराहते हैं, हर चीज में इज नेवर सेड नो टू एनीथिंग, एंड दैट इज द रीजन दैट वी आर एबल टू ब्रिंग अप सो मेनी थिंग्स. So I really thank our Vice Chancellor, Honorable Professor Nageshwar Rao sir, and he's been really helpful in all the developments that we are doing with the school. And then comes the director, Dr. Professor Arul Selvan, who has been on his toes and keeping us on our toes कि फटाफट ये भी launch करना है, वो भी करना है. And whatever a previous director, Professor O.P. Devel had started, now that is being taken forward by Professor Selvan. Ramesh ji, Dr. Shikha, Dr. Yadav, all our colleagues have been instrumental. I also want to thank ENPC, everybody who helps us bring these programs in hybrid and live mode. All the people who have joined us today is only possible because of Kamlesh ji, because of Mithun ji, जो यहाँ पे बैठ के हमारा सारा कैमरा, हमारी वॉइस को मैनोवर करते हैं. And everybody from ENPC who's helped us design the posters, make the designing arrangements, people from COE, people from MPDD who will help us in the material. जितना भी हम मटेरियल लिखते हैं फटाफट हमारी CRCs को आगे लेके जाते हैं. We all work on tight time schedules, and everybody in IGNOU has been a real support, from the support staff in our own school to all the support to the university, from our learners to our learned guests today. Professor Dhulia has been our director, और उन्होंने बहुत कुछ हमें सिखाया जिसको आज हम आगे ले जा रहे हैं. सर आज हमारे डिपार्टमेंट में हमारा मार्गदर्शन नहीं कर रहे, लेकिन वो मार्गदर्शन हमारे बहुत काम आता है. So I do thank Professor Dhulia, Professor Pant, all of them for joining us, guiding us today. Thank you so much, and I really hope that we are able to run this program in the manner that everybody expects us to. Thank you.
Thank you.
एक फैक्ट करेक्शन है, हमने बेसिकली 62 प्रोग्राम ओडीएल और 40 प्रोग्राम ऑनलाइन में बोला था. बेसिकली हाँ वो 102 है, पहले 38 और 62 था, अब 2 प्रोग्राम और ऐड हुए हैं, तो टोटल 102 प्रोग्राम इस 2020 से लेके अब तक यूनिवर्सिटी ने लॉन्च किए हैं.
I seek the Honorable Vice Chancellor's permission to close the program.
नमस्कार सर. धन्यवाद.